Before I start this Monday Night Raw review tonight, I feel like it's very professional of myself to say, for on behalf of myself and the entire wrestling community, that I hope that Shad Gaspar is okay. Apparently, he went missing in an ocean in California after, I want to say, a storm hit the ocean in California in crazy waves, and his family was in there too, and lifeguards were trying to go save him. And he said, "Take my son first. Make sure my son is safe." And that's just, he's looked at as a hero for that. And for him to do that for his son, and we hope Shad Gaspar is okay, but for his son to look back at that and be like, wow, my father saved my life first over his. He was an incredible father. Something he's never going to look back on. But for myself and the entire wrestling community, thoughts and prayers go out to Shad Gaspar, his family, and his friends, and we hope he is found soon. Please. We hope Shad Gaspar is found soon. That is some scary, scary shit, man. I never want to experience that in my life. Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Was it a good show? No. No, it was not a good show tonight. We saw, let me count on my notes pad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches tonight. 8 matches. I think one match went over 10 minutes. Those 8 matches. One match went over 10 minutes. That is a disgrace, if I've ever seen one. That is a disgrace. I had no motivation watching the show. I was just not excited whatsoever. The only reason I watched Monday Night Raw tonight was so I can come on here and do a review. That is the only reason I watched Raw tonight. So, that's that. Before we start the Raw review, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go check out recent videos. I actually took 3 days off last week. I did not post a video over the weekend. I am back here on the Big Fight Field channel. If you haven't already, check out my AEW Dynamite review from last week and my NXT review from last week as well. So if you haven't already, go check out those videos now on the channel. So we started off Raw with Charlie Caruso in the ring, saying last week Randy Orton came out and told Edge he was the better man at WrestleMania, and he was the better man at WrestleMania and all that stuff, but he challenged him for a wrestling match, and my God, they have already shoved this catchphrase a bunch of times down our throats. I'm already sick of it. It could be the greatest wrestling match ever. They're telling Charlie Caruso that this could be the greatest wrestling match ever. She comes off so ridiculous saying that, man. You have no idea how stupid Charlie Caruso looks while saying that. Seriously, she sounds so ridiculous. The more they say this shit, the greatest wrestling match ever, the more the match is going to flop on its face, and I'm not going to care about it. I love Edge. I love Orton. This was probably the best thing on the show tonight. The promo work between Edge and Randy Orton was fantastic. I don't think it was the best one. I think it was the Go Home show. I don't remember, but I feel like they've had a better one than this. But this was really damn good as well. The promo work. These guys are fantastic. They're out promoting themselves every single time they have a microphone in their head, in their mouth. But my God, the catchphrase of the greatest wrestling match of all time when it comes to Edge versus Randy Orton at Backlash, it comes off so cheesy. It comes off so cheesy, and I hate that so much. And the fact that they keep shoving it down our throats already, the match is going to flop and fall on its face. That's my thoughts on the Edge Randy Orton segment. We got the match confirmed. Match is confirmed for Backlash. Edge and Orton in a wrestling match. Seth Rollins came out and then talked about Rey Mysterio. Seth Rollins has also been cutting damn good promos in the Performance Center era for the WWE. He said, I took a few notes for this. He said, when I lost that Money in the Bank, I lost hope in the darkness. But last week brought me back in the light thanks to Rey Mysterio. And they showed a clip. And he was like, what happened to Rey Mysterio last week was unfortunate, but necessary, and sacrificed for the greater good. And Rollins was out there, and he was finishing his promo, and he got interrupted by Humberto Carrillo, everybody's favorite loser. Humberto Carrillo came out all passionate. He said Rollins is just lying to our face and all that stuff. And Rollins said, I like what you're doing, Humberto. You're standing up for Rey Mysterio, but if you're out here for a fight, my disciple Murphy's here to fight, but I'm not, as you could tell. So we get Humberto Carrillo and Buddy Murphy. The match goes 3 minutes. What can I say about this? Really, what can I say about this? Murphy hits Carrillo with Murphy's Law, and Humberto Carrillo is a loser. Humberto Carrillo is a bona fide loser. Loser is Humberto Carrillo. Go back to catering with Titus. And then we get more Charlotte Flair. If we haven't seen her enough already. She comes on Raw. She comes on NXT. And she comes on SmackDown. She's on 3 goddamn shows every single week. I'm not even going to talk about the match with Ruby Riott. The match was 5 minutes. Why do we even need to see this match? Seriously, why did we even need to see this match? We knew who was going to win. Charlotte hit a few chops and then hit her figure 8. Just terrible. Just terrible. The way WWE is with Charlotte. And she comes off worse. Charlotte Flair is worse than Roman Reigns was in 2015, 2016, and 2017. Mostly 2016. Charlotte Flair is worse than what WWE did with Roman Reigns. Charlotte Flair is not a draw. Charlotte Flair is not a draw. One more time. Charlotte Flair is not a draw. Charlotte Flair is a ratings killer. You don't believe me? That she's a ratings killer? Look at the NXT ratings. There you go. We don't need to see Charlotte on 3 goddamn shows every single week for us to get tired of her. She's the NXT Women's Champion. She stays on NXT. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of them forcing Charlotte Flair down our throats time and time and time again. I'm really tired of it. And shit like this drives people away from the product. It really does. We then get Asuka Raw Women's Championship celebration. It's Kairi Sane. She introduces Asuka into the ring. And they're speaking Japanese, so I didn't understand what they were saying. And then Kairi Sane was playing on her little flute or whatever. A ukulele. I don't even know what it is. I think it's a flute. And then she gets interrupted by Nia Jax. She gets interrupted by Nia Jax. She says a few. I didn't even listen to what she had to say. I walked out of the room when I saw her. And then last thing I saw was Asuka beating up Nia Jax in the ring and her retreating. So already Asuka's first women's title feud is with Nia Jax. Pathetic. Great way to start Asuka's title reign, WWE. Put her up against Nia Jax as her first feud. Awesome. That's what we want to see. We want to see Asuka versus Nia Jax. If we haven't seen that enough already in 2018. Seriously. Nobody asked for Nia Jax to challenge for the goddamn Raw Women's Championship when you got women that are better than her, like Liv Morgan, Kairi Sane, and Bianca Belair, and Ruby Riott. Heck, people on social media were saying Kairi Sane is going to turn heel on Asuka, and we get a Kairi Sane Asuka match at the pay-per-view. I wouldn't mind that. I'd take that over Nia Jax, that's for sure. It's just terrible. You know, it's terrible. What's terrible is watching another R-Truth Bobby Lashley match. Why did they do this again? Because they don't have enough creativity. So they're like, why not just have R-Truth and Bobby Lashley in another match against each other? Who do you think won? Bobby Lashley. That's who won. Moving on here, if you thought I would have sat down and watched a women's tag team title match between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross and the Iconics, if you thought I would have sat down and watched this match, I would have laughed in your face. This is a disgrace to women's wrestling, man. I mean, seriously. These four, they killed Nikki Cross, so I hate all four of them. They all suck. So why should I bother my time knowing the match is going to suck? Why should I bother my time watching the match when I could go up, make a dessert, go to the bathroom, walk my dog, wash the dishes? I'd rather do that than watch the Iconics versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Seriously. So I was making my milkshake, and I heard a bell, and Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross won by DQ, which more than likely means we get this match again down the line. If it's on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, or at Backlash, I have no idea. I just wish they would never face each other again. Because who wants to see this? Seriously. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Up to this point, I'm like, God, please be 11 o'clock. Just please. Can it be 11 o'clock already? So then we see Kairi Sane walking backstage. She's playing on a little instrument again. Nia Jax comes up behind her and throws her into some cart. And that's that. Nia Jax versus Asuka is all but confirmed for Backlash. Take the L, WWE. Damn. Hate sneezing on camera. Take the L. Natalya versus Shayna Baszler in a submission match. Shayna Baszler won. Of course, Shayna Baszler won. Why wouldn't she win? Could you imagine if she tapped out to Natalya? She would have had less momentum than she does now. Shayna Baszler won by submission. I mean, this means nothing to me. This means nothing to Shayna Baszler. This means nothing. She should have beaten Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. She should have won the women's Money in the Bank. She didn't even win. She won neither matches. Now they killed Shayna Baszler. She doesn't feel special. She just feels like everybody else. She feels like just another superstar on the Raw roster. That's what Shayna Baszler feels like. She was in NXT. She was a legit killer. And the women's division was actually afraid of her. WWE failed Shayna Baszler in 4 months. 4 months. I'm almost done reviewing this show. Thank God. Kevin Owens is back. That's a good thing. That's a positive on the show. I love Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is back with the Kevin Owens Show with Andrade, Angel Garza, and Austin Theory. He talks about the tension they had, and Zelina Vega runs down each of her alliance. Andrade, the U.S. champion. Garza, a ladies' man. Austin Theory, 22 years old. So much talent. Owens then says he forgot he had one more guest on the show, and his name was Apollo Crews. So Apollo Crews comes running down, attacks Andrade, and this sets up a tag team match between Owens and Crews versus Andrade and Garza, and the match went 6 minutes with Theory trying to help, but I think he accidentally hit Angel Garza, if I'm not mistaken. Crews hits the sit-out powerbomb on Angel Garza, and Crews and Kevin Owens get the victory. After the match, the three are bickering at each other again, and just sitting there, and Andrade turns around and attacks Theory, and Garza and Andrade attack Austin Theory, and they kicked Austin Theory out of the Zelina Vega stable. So I was actually zoning off while talking about this. My bad. And then we'll get to Austin Theory after the next segment. So then we have Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy wrestles the second match again. Not really. This one was quick. 2 minutes. Rollins saw Theory sitting on the ringside. Rollins did not even pay attention to the match. He was staring at Theory the whole time, sitting down. And then Theory saw Rollins staring at him. Rollins helped him up with a hand. Theory got up. Black was going for the Black Mass on Murphy. Theory ran in, attacked Aleister Black, and Murphy and Theory went beat up Black due to the demands of Seth Rollins, and they laid out Aleister Black. Theory laid out Black with the ATL, and that was that. Austin Theory goes from Zelina Vega stable to Seth Rollins' stable. Now, I'm glad that he is out of the Zelina Vega stable with Andrade and Angel Garza. Number one, he did not fit into that group whatsoever. He was a replacement. He was just there to be a replacement. So, it doesn't surprise me that they kicked Theory out of the group whatsoever. And the stable had no credibility whatsoever. That stable died 2 weeks in. And they were already teasing a breakup 2 weeks in to the new faction. So I'm glad that they actually got Austin Theory out of that stable. And now Theory is with Seth Rollins and Murphy. Now this one's interesting. I'm not going to lie, this is very interesting considering Seth Rollins as by far the best thing on Monday Night Raw every single week with the new Messiah character. And he's the best, top character on Monday Night Raw probably. This is very, very interesting. I'm going to give WWE a chance here to see where this goes, and hopefully it will lead into success for Austin Theory. Will it? I don't know. We'll just have to watch the next couple weeks to see if Austin Theory is successful in Seth Rollins' group. The Street Profits and the Viking Raiders are axe throwing. Last week they were playing basketball. This week they're axe throwing. This is your Monday Night Raw Tag Team Division, guys. Realistically, we only have 2 teams in this Tag Team Division. The Street Profits and the Viking Raiders. You can call the Viking Raiders the Carpool Karaoke Raiders, the Viking Globetrotters, the Viking Axe Throwers. These guys have been treated like a joke on the main roster and not being treated serious. Like the War Raiders were in NXT. This is a disgrace for the tag team division. And it shows that WWE does not care about the division. And then you got all these morons on social media. But it's good storytelling, man. I can do anything better than you storytelling. They're trying to get one up on each other. It's good. It's entertaining. Those are the people that defend the company no matter what. Those people do not know what they're talking about. You wonder why the ratings on Monday Night Raw are down. It's because of stuff like this. A disgrace to the tag team division on Raw. Finally, before I get out of here, very quickly, King Corbin and Drew McIntyre match went 7 minutes. McIntyre was going for the 3-2-1 Claymore. Before that, he was in the Future Shot DDT. Corbin hit a deep 6. McIntyre kicked out. Corbin ran to the outside to go for his clothesline. McIntyre ducked, hit a Claymore. That was it. McIntyre defeats Corbin in 7 minutes. During the match, Bobby Lashley and MVP are standing on the ramp, and that seems to be the feud for the WWE Championship going into Backlash. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Is the feud, is it not a good feud for Drew McIntyre? Yes. Is Bobby Lashley not a credible threat to Drew McIntyre? No, he is not a credible threat to Drew McIntyre. Am I going to complain about Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at Backlash? It's all but confirmed, guys. It's all but confirmed it's going to be Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the championship at Backlash. Am I going to rant on Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre feuding for the WWE Championship? No, I'm not. Because, yes, the feud is bad. Yes, Bobby Lashley, we hate Bobby Lashley. Some people in the community call him Boring Lashley. I'm not going to rant over this. At the end of the day, Bobby Lashley's not winning the championship. Bobby Lashley is there to take a claymore from Drew McIntyre and get pinned at Backlash. It's just going to be another challenger for Drew McIntyre to defeat until he eventually gets to the nightmare waiting for us, Jinder Mahal, at SummerSlam. So that's the only reason why Bobby Lashley is challenging Drew McIntyre. Just like Seth Rollins was at Money in the Bank, Bobby Lashley is a filler challenger. He's going to get claimed by Drew McIntyre, and he's not winning the championship. Yes, the feud is bad, but Bobby Lashley's not winning, so I'm not going to complain. And that's your Monday Night Raw review. Unsurprisingly, this show wasn't good tonight. There was only two things that I liked on the show. It was the Seth Rollins stuff and the Edge and Randy Orton promo at the beginning of the show. Besides that, the rest was garbage. The rest was garbage. I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys for watching this Raw review tonight. If you haven't already, subscribe right here on the Big Fight Field channel. Huge week for Big Fight Field this week, man. We got the season finale of Dark Side of the Ring tomorrow night with Owen Hart. That is going to be big. This is the last Dark Side of the Ring review for Season 2 on the Big Fight Field channel. I'm very sad about that, but I have a major announcement to make tomorrow night to make it up for that. Wednesday, we got AEW Dynamite. That's going to be the go-home show before Double or Nothing on Saturday. Thursday, I will not, I repeat, not be doing an NXT review this week. On Thursday, I'm going to be doing Double or Nothing preview and predictions. Friday, I'm not sure if I'll be reviewing SmackDown or not. I'll keep you guys updated on that. And then Saturday is the big one. Saturday, we'll be reviewing Double or Nothing right here on the Big Fight Field channel. And I could be going live on Twitter during the week, so stay tuned for that. We'll also try to get Eddie Mullins here on the channel this week as well, if it's for the review, Dynamite review, the Double or Nothing review, or the preview predictions. Maybe all three. Maybe all three. Who knows? Would love to get him on the channel this week. Comment down below what you thought of Monday Night Raw tonight. Hit that like button if you're happy that I am back with a new fresh week of content here on the Big Fight Field channel. If you're happy I'm back from my short break, hit that like button, share this video, and follow me on Twitter at Colin_Joseph. Follow me on Instagram at Colin_Joseph. Follow Eddie on Twitter at Eddie Mullins 515. I'm getting out of here, guys. I will see you tomorrow night for the Dark Side of the Ring season finale with Owen Hart. Should be a good one, and it should be an emotional one as well. Stay safe.